So the parable in today's gospel is about a bunch of workers who complain about not getting enough pay or not enough reward for the amount of hours that they put in working in the master's vineyard. So they're upset that they were working for most of the day for all of these hours in the heat, under the sun, and they're being paid the same amount as the workers who had just worked a couple of hours in the vineyard. But what I think these disgruntled employees don't get, or they don't understand, is that the joy of just being in the service of the master in his vineyard is reward in itself. For Christians, there's absolutely nothing more meaningful and fulfilling than just being in the service of Christ. To team up with Jesus to produce an abundance of fruit, nothing beats that. You know, it was said that when St. Francis of Assisi was on his deathbed, he had a conversation, a dialogue with one of his confreres, with one of his brother Franciscans. And he was asked, "Brother Francis, what to you is perfect happiness? Is it knowing that your Franciscan order spread throughout the globe?" And he said, "No." "Is it knowing that you alleviated poverty to a huge degree?" And he said, "No." "Is it converting the world to Christianity, to winning the world for Christ?" And Francis said, "No." Francis said, "For me, perfect happiness is knowing that I did all of those things simply out of love for Jesus." It's such a simple answer, but so profound and so useful, because if there is anything that life is, it's a constant demand for us to do things we don't want to do. And you know, there's probably good reason for us to be annoyed at some of these things. It's not a sin to be annoyed, but it's good to know that we can just convert these things, convert these situations into the most noble act that anyone can do, and that's to do them simply out of love for Jesus. Now, having this as your mentality, doing it for the love of Jesus, that won't make the task any easier. You suddenly won't feel like this is a joyful experience, but you can transform it into an act of love for Jesus. So as you go through your day today, no doubt there's going to be opportunities for you to sacrifice and to be inconvenienced, because that's what life is. But let's not be like the disgruntled employees in today's parable, but instead embrace these things simply out of love for Jesus.